This was thought to have been the most depressing winter of our lives. And the snow haters will be disappointed tonight. But snow lovers finally rejoice. Me, personally being moderate, am so excited to see snow because we haven't seen it. Unlike 2 years ago where I was sick of snow after I saw nearly 40 inches of white stuff. But now I'm in a new perspective. I love snow now because we haven't seen any of it. But now we are. And unlike Saturday, the snow was accumulating. I was annoyed at the fact that the snow wasn't starting even at 7:30, but now it is, and it looks beautiful. Accumulation is starting to bubble up. Right now, we're only probably at 0.1, 0.2 inches of snow. I'm going to try to log a measurement before I go to sleep at about 10 o'clock. After that, I have to just hope that there's enough snow for me to measure. At about 6:20 in the morning, I might get up a little bit earlier to measure snow. Anyway, getting away from my personal life, I do want to look at the meteorology behind the storm and what New York City can expect in the future. First of all, how much snow have we seen so far? And I should not leave my computer unattended like this. During snow is still precipitation. Well, we can look at this tweet from the National Weather Service of the eastern region of the United States. If my computer works and I don't get sent to Encyclopedia. I hate Encyclopedia and they also hate me. So, quite fitting. So, we are under a winter weather advisory right now, our first winter weather advisory of the season. Kind of sad that, again, we have to wait until February 27th for this to be happening. So, looking at snowfall, it has been dismal. John F. Kennedy Airport is at 0.2 inches of snow. Central Park in Newark, they're at 0.4. LaGuardia is 0.6, Islip is 0.7, and Bridgeport, Connecticut, they got lucky on Saturday. So they're actually over an inch of snow. They're at 1.1 inches. Looking at Plainview right now, it's 36 degrees. The accurate of real feel is 26. Winds are 7 miles an hour, gusting at up to 16. They're predicting 1 to 3 inches of snow, as well as a small amount of ice. But 0.05 inches of ice can be quite potent. We will now go to the Wintercast. This is probably the first time this winter that I've gone to Wintercast, and love to enjoy the snow, but my computer's getting destroyed, so we're going indoors temporarily, just until my computer recovers. So, looking at the Wintercast, again, this is where the probabilities just kind of fall. So we only have a 3% chance of a trace. According to an inch, we got 18%. And then, you just see this, 1 to 3 inches of snow, 71%. 3 to 6 inches is at 7%. Greater than 6 inches is 1%. So from the accurate of the model, we can really take away that we're only getting about 2 inches out of this. Nonetheless, that would increase our snowfall totals by anywhere between, 3 and 10 times, depending on where you are. Now, as far as the most depressing winter on record, Central Park has only seen 0.4 inches of snow, and the record least snowy winter is 2.8. Could this be enough on its own to guarantee that we are no longer in our least snowy winter? That I kind of doubt. But we should be able to do it. With more snow threats on the line, March is looking to be our most wintry month of the year. But I do want to focus on the meteorology behind this event. So, again, this is our percent per hour. We're looking at, 0.5 inches of snow, 10 o'clock. We're looking at 0.3 at 3 o'clock, 0.2 at 4 o'clock. We're not really looking at much snow outside of this, which I know only adds to an inch. I'm not quite sure what's happening. We can look at the radar. This is the past 24 hours snowfall. My apologies. I need a radar. My MinuteCast, I think, should have it. Okay, so in the MinuteCast of AccuWeather, it gives you, again, snow for 120 minutes. Looking at the radar right now for the New York metro area, even just south of the city, it's looking to be mainly rain, and it's trying to push up on the metro area. It does look like snow is going to take hold, but this radar only goes out to 10:10. So it only goes out for about 1 hour. Right now it's 8:42, so it actually goes out 90 minutes. I was wrong on that, but it still doesn't go out very far. This minute cast does take us out to 12:41 a.m., and they're saying heavy snow. As a matter of fact, if you look at this, we really just see a consistent heavy snow for quite a while. It is later until, again, 11:33 p.m., and this is like a minute cast, so it's, not guaranteed to be accurate. As a matter of fact, the snow doesn't even re-begin until 10:51. Wait, when does the snow end? Okay. Looks like there's a snow break between 10:41 and 10:53, and that's expected in winter storms. You sometimes get snow breaks. Right now, the snow is lighter. It's going to be picking up in intensity as most of the storm begins to move through. We are looking to, about 3 o'clock, the peak of the storm, and then as the storm begins to intensify a little bit, it will unfortunately make the conversion over to some sleet, and then which will pretty much deny further accumulation and in rain, which is why, again, if you're not up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you really won't be able to measure the snow. I know that nobody likes that, but that's the unfortunate reality, is that, again. So now, looking at the Weather Channel, they are saying it's going to be snow until 6 o'clock in the morning. They're predicting to flip to rain at 7 o'clock. Notice how temperatures remain constant at 34. And then they begin to rise throughout the day, but they're still looking quite cold throughout the last day of February. We had a chance up as recently as February 23rd to kind of lock in our warmest February on record, despite the polar vortex coming down on February 4th, but with another shot of Arctic air coming down, on the 24th, 25th, we really haven't been doing a good job seeing that much warm air infiltrating. We kind of lost the battle to the warm front on the 23rd, so we didn't get any super warm temperatures. That was unfortunate. So, you just got to look at it. It also looks like that the rain continues until 4 p.m., so it should be enough for it to really begin to end the snow, and we warm up on March 1st. So March is starting off, in near normal thing. Now, I do want to look at the radar from the Weather Channel, because, and I know this is Hicksville, but it's good enough. We have a special weather statement until 10:15 p.m. tonight. Looking at the radar, I think that this goes out 6 hours. This is the radar. So you can see how the rain is just south of here, and it's going to be trying to infiltrate through. So, again, we're going to see how far it can go up. They're saying that southern Long Island is going to, fall first. That's kind of obvious. But even at 2:40 a.m., they are still predicting snow here. And this snow could be quite heavy at times. I know we don't like using Twitter. I'm going to be using Twitter right now just to kind of show you what some people are saying. Like we'll look at the National Weather Service in New York. I also deeply respect Alan Nossoff, so we are going to be looking at Alan Nossoff as well, because I deeply respect him. Again, this tweet was as of 28 minutes ago. I'll put this back in unlocked so you can see the time. So, again, this was tweeted at 8:18 p.m. Snow is starting to stick to colder surfaces. That's in New York City. They're using a ton of salt. And again, these temperatures are actually quite warm for us to be seeing snow. But again, nonetheless, we're still seeing that snow begin to happen anyway. So we could see some good above freezing snow. But if it drops even to 32, it'll, This is a nice, cute little map by the National Weather Service. They're saying it's going to flip to a wintry mix at 4 a.m. and it's going to fully flip to rain at 10 a.m. and eventually begin to push out of here. So eventually there will be a warming. But again, you can see that winter weather advisory. The National Weather Service is actually slightly overestimating the amount of snow we're going to get. But they like to do that so that people are prepared anyway in their ranges. So, again, this is clearly not just like a surprise event. This is an event that's been well forecasted. At one point, we thought we were going to get an absolute blockbuster, but we're not. But, this is still going to be more snow than we've seen so far. looking at temperatures right now, it's snowing, yet it's also like 35 degrees. Looks like temperatures are going to be dropping, but again, looks like they're staying above freezing throughout the night. And looks like they're staying above freezing tomorrow. If Apple weather is correct, if they're correct, then that would essentially mean that that's entirely above freezing snow. And I mean, looking at what they're saying, if you begin to add the amounts, they're also kind of overestimating it a little bit. You know, they're kind of also beginning to overestimate if you really like look at it. So like if you look at this, then this, then this, then this, and I have to add it up in my head. That's 2.1 inches, and then that's 3.3. Now, obviously that kind of totals out to 5.4 inches, which is a big overestimate. And they are known for doing that, mainly because when they calculate snow, when they calculate it by the hour, they don't always account for, discrepancies. I will say that table is starting to get fully covered with snow. We are right now kind of getting close to the levels of snow that we had on February 1st. I remember that vividly. I don't remember December 12th as vividly. I have a picture of it. That only saw a trace of snow in New York City, but we did see quite a bit of snow throughout the metro area. It's been really December 12th, February 1st, and then in some areas, not here, but like in Connecticut, like Bridgeport, February 25th, that have been good for us in terms of snow. Nobody saw any accumulating snow in January. Actually, the National Weather Service office up in Upton, New York, saw some measurable snow, and there's been measurable snow in some parts of the metro area during January, but not here. No one even saw any snow in November because it was like too warm, and when it got cold, it was too dry. But anyway, I don't want to bore you too much about the meteorology behind this event, because ultimately, I don't want you inside your house studying this event. Study it after. I'm telling you, get out right now, enjoy the snowfall while it lasts, because I'm telling you, with this switching over to rain for at least 6 hours, this snow is not going to be enough. Almost all of it is going to wind up melting. And that I can guarantee you of. I'd love to take a walk, but again, it's after dark. There's no way that my parents are going to let me walk in 35-degree temperatures outside so I can walk in whatever bit of snow there is. So there's not going to be a storm chase. And this isn't really a storm anyway. It's a light snowfall. But you could look at their house over there, see the snow. You can see the snow everywhere. Roads are getting slick. My general rule of thumb with roads is that, and this is what everyone else is saying too, so I learned it off them. So 2 inches of snow is only going to produce a trace on the roadways. Once you get to 2 inches on the ground, it'll begin to accumulate on the roads. So, we're going to get some accumulation on the roads. It is going to be a messy commute. Some schools are canceling or delaying. I don't think our school is. We could see heavy snow rates, 1 inch an hour, but we're just not lasting that long. Ultimately, I don't think that we're going to see that much. And I think that with the bulk of it being in the middle of the night, it's going to be hard to track us. I'm going to see how late I can stay up to see how much snow I can appreciate. But I'm telling you, I don't think I'm going to get an accurate measurement. Maybe I can convince my parents to get up at 6 a.m., but I know that I won't be able to go to sleep at 10 p.m. and then wake up at 6 a.m. to measure snow. So we'll have to see what's doing. I'll see if I can get a good measurement in. If I can, go to @GutMan9 on Twitter. I'll link it in the description so you can see my weather posts. And if I don't, then I don't, and it's unfortunate. Maybe it'll be turning to rain, but I could still get a relatively good measurement. I'll have to look at my weather app. I actually deleted my weather app because it kept giving me false hope of snow, but now that we see snow, I'm actually willing to reinstall the app now, assuming that we, get a healthy amount of snow, which I think that we are. I mean, what fell in, in like multiple hours on February 1st was our entire snowfall. It's pretty much what we're about to get right now. And now, for my final punishing act. See this snow? Let's give my dad a little bit of a present. Snowball fight!